I am overweight and literally struggle to even touch my toes. Can I really do yoga?
I have struggled with panic attacks and anxiety for years. Can yoga really help with that?
I would admit that I'm an alcoholic, but I really want to quit it. Do you think yoga can help me?
I've had back pain on and off for years. Can yoga help with this?
I've got
Migraine,
diabetes,
Ulcers.
arthritis,
asthma.
Can yoga help?
If you've got questions similar to this, welcome. We are here to help you out. Hi, I'm Vidhi Jain, and today we are going to address most of the common questions that are asked about yoga. So we will begin with this amazing survey which was done in a London-based Yoga Biomedical Trust. And this survey involved almost 2,700 participants who did yoga. So we saw that out of 1,142 sufferers of low back pain, 98% found yoga helpful. 90% of cancer patients reported an improvement. 82% of people with insomnia or sleep problems found relief. And the most surprising part, 100% of alcoholics said yoga made a difference. Can you name any pill, medicine, drug or therapy which shows such a great improvement? Neither could I. And being a physiotherapist, I was pretty skeptical in the start. I was like, does this really work? And I started delving deeper into evidence and a lot of other things. I found that how yoga was working on so many different systems was because it could balance the nervous system and the endocrine system. So, nervous and endocrine system actually directly influences almost all the parts of your body. And that is how yoga is able to create a difference in so many parts of your body. And then I started wondering, why aren't more people doing yoga? So now we're going to talk about the most common myth that we come across in yoga. So the most common one is, I am not flexible enough to do yoga. Yoga is not about touching your toes or getting those Instagram-worthy poses. And in fact, flexibility is not even a criteria to become the yoga teacher. Yoga is so much more than these poses or asanas. It has got so many other things, that is breath work, mindfulness, self-awareness, social ethics, and so many other tools. If you talk about flexibility, there have been people who are wheelchair recumbent, who are having severe disabilities, people aged more than 90, or even very, very young children. Everyone can and are doing yoga and getting the immense benefits of it. It has been seen that people with less flexibility will actually benefit more. So if you think that you are less flexible, you are the perfect candidate for it. Coming on to the next common one. People would say, I actually want to focus on building my strength and I don't think yoga would be able to help me. Well, you can always tailor yoga according to your goals. And if you have a closer look at the people, at the yogis who are using yoga to build their strength, you would see not only an amazing build or physique and a toned body, but you'll also see that they move with so much of control and grace. So yoga doesn't just make you physically strong, but it will also make you mentally strong. And there are endless number of poses and asanas which can help you to get more muscular strength or endurance or even core stability. Hence, yoga would make you strong inside out. And the next thing people would tell me is, I don't have time to do yoga. Well, you can tailor your practice to be from 15 minutes or 2 hours of session. It depends on all your goals. Now, if you tell me that you're not even able to spare 15 minutes of your day, then I think it's time for you to reassess your priorities. in fact, yoga would save you a lot of time. It actually energizes you to such a level that the amount of time you would take to do a certain activity, any work that you do, it will reduce that to a very good level. I would give you my example. So there used to be things that would take almost 3-4 hours for me to complete, and once I've started doing yoga regularly, it has created such a beautiful effect that I'm really able to complete these things generally in 1 or 1.5 hours. So it is saving a lot of my time. So this one has been a recent myth, that is, yoga is a religion and I don't belong to that religion. Well, no, yoga has never been a religion. And religions are man-made, whereas yoga is a philosophy. It's a lifestyle, a way of living. And it actually connects us to something which is deeper, to our self. So if you see, we were doing yoga even before we were born. So when we were in our mother's womb, we were doing all the asanas of being curled up and everything. And we are also doing yoga at the time when we are leaving the body, that is in Shavasana. So it is our inner true nature to keep ourselves, to keep our body in its best manner by performing yoga. And there are so many activities throughout your life which are all a part of yoga. No matter what work you are doing, no matter what you want to excel at, if you are very good, if your physical health is in the best state, if your mental health is in the best state, you will be able to get the best out of whatever you're doing. Successful people who've talked about yoga, like Jennifer Aniston, Ariana Huffington, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey, Robert Downey Jr., Shilpa Shetty, Lady Gaga, and even Steve Jobs swore by yoga. It's just about starting it, and then you will see all the effects. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video where we will be doing a yoga flow. Namaste.